Animals brighten our lives. Grateful Rescue TV. A look at the great things happening at Grateful Rescue and Sanctuary in Muncie, Indiana. Pamela Terhune shares the stories of people working to save dogs and cats. Grateful Rescue TV.
Hi, welcome to Grateful Rescue TV. I'm Pamela Terhune.
I'm Patty Spitler. This is Harry. Harry I got from the Grateful Rescue too. Harry's a good boy. And who have you got there?
And this is Reese. She's a representative for Grateful Rescue, one of our ambassadors. And we got her at the Indianapolis Animal Care Services.
Oh, she's a great
mascot. Good girl.
Oh, good girl.
A little pocket pity.
And today we're saluting K9s with the police department, right?
Yes, and we get the support of the K9 units out in the Delaware County area that honors us at our fundraisers and give us lots of supports. And we're going to talk to 4 police and their K9 companions.
All right, let's take a look.
Right here. My name is Josh Maxwell. I'm with the Delaware County Sheriff's Office. I've been a canine handler for just about a year now. This is my second canine. My partner Robbie here. His actual name is Robbie, but I call him Robbie for short. He can distinguish between when it's time for work and when it's time for home time. I actually take him home with me. He's with my son sometimes. He's actually I describe him as a big teddy bear when he's not at work.
The easiest way I can describe a Belgian Malinois is a German Shepherd on steroids. Their drive is so much higher than any other normal dog. That's why a lot of people will get Belgian Malinois not understanding the type of dog that they have. They have to work, they have to be played with. That's his ultimate reward, is getting a tennis ball. Kids, he's phenomenal. I've done multiple canine demos through different schools throughout the city. When he goes to retire, he will live the lazy retirement life at home with me and be spoiled rotten when it gets to that point.
Jerry Lee is what we call a dual-purpose canine. He is trained and certified in narcotics such as methamphetamine, heroin, cocaine, and marijuana. He's also trained to track and apprehend. We use him on felony, serious crimes such as armed robberies, breaking and entering. Maybe a suspect has fled the scene and we need to try to locate them. Maybe they fled on foot.
My name is Andrew Story. I'm a deputy marshal with the Eaton Police Department, and this is K9 Bane. Bane is a 2.5-year-old Belgian Malinois. Bane's a little more social than some other canines. He's very loving. He's very protective. He knows when it's time to work and when it's time to be at home. There's a little bit different personality to him. We're going to go out there and we're going to go fetch some tennis balls. Tennis balls are numbered from people who's donated money and bought the tennis balls. It's a great cause. There's a lot of homeless pets, a lot of pets that need a better life or just need a little bit of love. And so somebody can feel the love that I felt with this animal. This is probably the closest dog I've ever had in my life, and when they say, you know, nothing can match it, I believe it. There's a bond between me and him that I can't. There's no words to describe, and I wouldn't want it any other way.
We're at the Good Old Dogs Grooming, and they're one of our special groomers who always call us whenever we get a dog in that might be really matted and in bad shape. They immediately stepped up and said, we'll take care of your dogs. They won't even take a tip. They come and groom our dogs for free and as a service to Grateful Rescue. So we appreciate them so much. Well, they're very good with dogs, and they're very gentle. So what they can expect when they come is loving hands to hold their dog.
William, a seasoned photographer, used his finesse to get these great snaps.
I've been a photographer for going on 20 years, and it just kind of made sense. I know back in my previous days, we've had different things that, like, I've worked several places, and we'll have different events where people come in and get their picture taken with a NASCAR or something like that. And I was like, well, dogs just got their fur trimmed and their nails clipped. Let's take pictures of them when they're at their best state.
You're probably wondering how to get your pups photos as good as these. Well, William has a little bit of advice.
It really starts at home, and that really starts with good training. If a dog is treat motivated, that makes it really easy to get good pictures of them. The best way is to just get them calm, set down, nice and calm in one spot, and then get them to get their attention focused elsewhere. And then the very best number one thing is to have a really good crew to help you do it. I couldn't get the pictures that I take without Ashley and Zach, because they do all the stuff with the dogs. They keep the dogs still. They get behind me and will actually, hey, squeak the toy or squeak the little pig and make the noises. And that's what gives us the opportunity to get those good pictures of the dog looking right at the camera.
We use grooming as our business, yes, but it's also, we want to do it to help dogs. I've been in the grooming industry for over 20 years. My husband, Zach, he started working with me about 5 years ago. We decided to open up our own salon so we can keep doing and do more of what we want to do. And we opened full-time here in August. Good Old Dogs, we named it that because with our initials, it is God. It keeps God in everything we do. So, and that's what we want to do. And God says to help those who need help. And so that's what we're trying to do.
Well, I appreciate Good Old Dogs because I think that whenever they have a mission to give to the community, I hope that everybody will support them, and I know we always will, and bring their animals here and maybe give them a little more business. Go to Good Old Dogs.
For Grateful Rescue TV, I'm Adam Byers-Dunn.
Well, as we all know, it's easier to get a dog adopted if he's nice and clean, right?
Yes. So let's look at the winners of the Dirty Dog Contest.
Despite working as hard as they possibly can, shelters often can't keep up with grooming needs due to a lack of resources. That means many adoptable dogs are often overlooked just because of their appearance. That is why WAL, Greater Good Charities, and the Animal Rescue Site have teamed up for the 13th annual Dirty Dogs Contest. They donated the grooming supplies, the shelters shared makeovers, pictures, and the public voted for their favorites. And the winners for the 2024 Dirty Dogs Contest are... Third place is Pete, $2,000 to Apollo Support and Rescue. Second place is Maddie, $3,000 to Williamson County Animal Center. First place is Giuseppe, $10,000 to Espanola Humane. To learn more about these winning dogs and see more shelter dog makeovers, please visit dirtydogscontest.com. A huge thank you to all of you, especially to WAL, Greater Good Charities, the Animal Rescue Site, and to everyone who voted. Thank you deeply.
We're building a place where homeless animals find forever homes. A place where people connect with animals in a beautiful park. A place that brings people and pets together, building lifelong bonds. That place is the Grateful Rescue and Sanctuary, a proud partner with Best Friends Animal Society.
Gourmet cuisine, breathtaking views, and a vibrant space to connect and enjoy. Skyline Club Indy, 36 stories high above downtown Indianapolis. Join the club today and enjoy an elevated experience. Take part in a full schedule of events and special gatherings. Skyline Club Indy, a place to celebrate. And And with the Olympics just around the corner, let's take a look. Oh, let's take a nice look. Michael Phelps, the swimmer. And what is he doing with dogs, huh?
He's raising money and awareness. Let's take a look.
The motivation, the fire that I have kind of makes me me. You know, if I have a goal or something, you know, that I'm really passionate about, I'll find a way to bust through the door and I will achieve whatever I'm trying to achieve. For 2 decades, I was able to do that in the swimming pool. Now I'm trying to do it, whether it's with my family, mental health front, there's 100 different things I'm trying to do. I'm just always competitive, I'm always fighting. I don't think it's something you can't just get rid of that fight. That's what keeps me active every day. Onyx keeps me on my toes. She's a cool little dog and she always wants to be involved with everything. I think naturally as dog owners, we always see ourselves in our dogs that we have. For me, I guess I'm kind of like a long, gangly, you know. She loves being outside. You just see her really smiling during that. If you say the 4-letter word that starts with W, she'll go through the roof. Really cool personality, really fun-loving. She likes to swim. She's a Phelps. I mean, if you're in the Phelps family, it's a must that you know how to swim. Nutrition has always been important in my career. It's going to continue to be important for the rest of my life. I'm trying to show examples to my kids, so I want them eating well. We want Onyx eating well. The benefits of feeding her ProPlan Sport, she's getting the vitamins and nutrients that she needs. I want her being able to be as active as she can, play as much as she wants, to have the healthiest bones, joints, all of these things that dogs need, just like us. The fuel that's going into my body is giving me the best chance to be the best version of me. And I want that for Onyx. Eating right, exercising, all of those simple things. If we can do that, then what else is there to worry about? I think dogs keep me young. I want to be able to play and run around throughout my whole life, so she's part of that. She definitely feels when I'm going through my ups and downs and gonna be the first to come in and just give me a hug. And that hug is sometimes all I need. Onyx is my best friend. She's a part of the family. I mean, I can't imagine life without her. I'm Michael Phelps, and my dog Onyx is fueled by ProPlan Sport.
What fuels you? A drive to be better? To be the best? To help those you love do the same? ProPlan partnered with pros who embody the brand's unwavering commitment to excellence and game-changing nutrition. Presenting Fueled By, an intimate view into the lives of fierce competitors and the dogs who have been by their side through it all.
If you are stressed out about your cat right now, chances are your cat is stressed too. But there's good news for both of you. Today on Grateful Rescues TV, I'm going to share the story of Johnny Storm, my cat who went from stressed out to zen'd out, thanks to a recommendation from my vet for something we call kitty Prozac. Johnny Storm stormed into our lives as a grateful rescue who immediately won our hearts and the hearts of our other rescue cats. But then one day something changed. What exactly? We don't know. But all of a sudden, our sweet little boy had become the hunter of our innocent little female cat, Melody. It is devastating as a pet parent to see two of your pets not getting along. And as your kitty correspondent and a cat behavior specialist, I was at a loss when those corrective methods that usually will help this type of behavior failed us. And when I say fail, I mean epic fail. One of those methods, calming collars, designed to relax your cats, actually had the exact opposite effect on Johnny Storm. He tore it off, he ripped it apart, and he threw it in his water bowl. He was having none of the calming collar. After ruling out health issues, thankfully, we turned to the knowledge of cat behavior. You see, in the wild, cats are both prey and predator. And even as a house cat, they walk the line of keeping that balance. Johnny Storm was acting in his natural nature of being a predator, while Melody was acting out in her natural nature of being prey. We had to find a way to help them both. That's when our vet suggested a prescription medication called fluoxetine, also referred to as kitty Prozac, a prescription medication that has been proven to help take the edge off cats who are stressed. Seeming to be our last hope, we were very happy to find out that it was easy to administer. As you know, cats aren't always the easiest to give medicine. However, with a tuna-flavored liquid made by our local apothecary, we hid it in a little bit of Johnny Storm's favorite food, and now every day he has his kitty Prozac and doesn't complain. Best of all, it made a huge difference. Within a month, we were able to stop monitoring Johnny Storm and Melody so much and start relaxing. Johnny Storm returned to a happy, playful kitten instead of an instinctual hunter, and Melody was able to walk our house once again free of fear. Sadly, cats like Johnny Storm are often returned to shelters, labeled aggressive and sometimes even unadoptable, when a majority of the time, the cat just needs a little bit of our help. Signs that your cat may be stressed include peeing outside of the litter box, acting aggressive, or hiding and acting fearful. Any of these signs are a good reason to go to the vet. Once they have been declared healthy from a physical standpoint, make sure you take the next step. Ask your vet to assist you in the behavior modification and stress management, and ask them if a calming medication like fluoxetine could be right for your cat.
I want to introduce you to someone who does a great service for veterans here in Indy. This is Dixie, the praying dog.
5 years ago, I had a house fire, and I had 3 dogs, and they absolutely love people. And unfortunately, they perished in the fire. They died of smoke inhalations.
Brian Calvert, after losing so much, decided to get another puppy after fighting with the loss of 3 canines.
To have the mindset to be able to get another dog, it was just, that crushed me. It's like losing family members. So I knew once I got a dog what I wanted to do. I wanted it to be a therapy dog. I wanted to do something with kids. I wanted to help veterans. The Indy Honor Flight kind of fell in my lap with some neighbor girls that I've been friends with for a while. They're on the board of directors for them. And they knew when I got Dixie, they said, hey, when you get her trained, we would like to start bringing her to Honor Flight. Maybe she could turn into be our therapy dog.
After quite some time, Brian and Dixie were able to become a staple at the Indy Honor Flight events happening year-round.
Dixie and I kind of get with the veterans in the morning. We get them to the airplane and just make sure because it's pretty stressful for some of them. Some of them are older gentlemen and ladies. And we just kind of, Dixie keeps them relaxed and gives them something to take their mind off of stuff.
But one trick has everyone taking pictures. Some say it looks like Dixie is doing yoga, but what is she really doing?
I've taught Dixie to pray. She'll pray with them, and the guys just get a kick out of it. I wanted a trick that was kind of different, something cool that would get her in a position that would be a good photo op, where she would sit still with people, because some of these veterans are in wheelchairs, you know, and once they're on the plane and all seated, we walk on the plane, we greet them one more time and tell them to have fun and be safe. I tell her to say thank you, veterans, and she'll bark it out.
After a few stops and snacks in between, they get prepared for the veterans' triumphant return.
At 6 o'clock, I go to the Paul Street Bakery, and we get our normal bag of treats, and she gets a new flower for her collar. This is our tradition that we do. So she looks pretty. It's like Dixie's going to the prom, because everybody's going to see her, so she's got to look pretty and have her nice flower on her collar.
Courtney Bruner, owner of Paul Street Bakery, and Dixie have a bond that only a pet snack baker and a hungry pup could have.
We make her custom flower bands. We do dog bandanas that go through the collar with her names on them. We do the treats for her with her name on it. If she doesn't jump onto the counter, she comes right around the counter, and she has a few of her favorite treats that she picks out, and normally she'll just grab a few. I got to know them both, and he got more involved in the honor flight process. I said, well, let me help and get her treats or do whatever to help her go to these events and stay composed and do well.
With a belly full of treats and one more thing to do, it's time to move on. Back to the gym and welcome home the veterans from DC, along with family and friends.
Once the buses get here, we get a notice that they're on their way. Dixie and I will go outside, and we'll wait for the buses to get there, and as the guys get off and they get them put in their wheelchairs, Dixie goes right up to them and puts her head in their lap. They pet her and love on her a little bit, and then she moves on to the next veteran until they're all off the bus. And once they're all off the bus, they start streaming into the gym and to a standing ovation of 2,000 people. And Dixie and I parade back into the gym and just kind of walk around and just watch them get the respect that they deserve.
I want to thank Brian, Dixie, and all the veterans for everything they do. For Pet Pals TV, I'm Adam Dunn.
We're building a place where homeless animals find forever homes. A place where people connect with animals in a beautiful park. A place that brings people and pets together, building lifelong bonds. That place is the Grateful Rescue and Sanctuary, a proud partner with Best Friends Animal Society.
Gourmet cuisine, breathtaking views, and a vibrant space to connect and enjoy. Skyline Club Indy, 36 stories high above downtown Indianapolis. Join the club today and enjoy an elevated experience. Take part in a full schedule of events and special gatherings. Skyline Club Indy, a place to celebrate.
Let's let Sam know about something even more urgent than his morning coffee.
Hey Sam, did you know it's kitten season? Right now, thousands of kittens are in shelters across the nation, and they're in need of love and care. If you foster a kitten, even for a week, you'll be giving them the chance to grow up and find families of their very own. What's in it for you? You'll get to start your day with a smile, and your social posts will be way cuter too. Save some tiny lives today. Visit bestfriends.org/kittens.
And Mike and I are back here at Grateful Rescue and Sanctuary in Muncie, and we're going to talk today about some of the dogs we have available for adoption. First, I'm going to talk about Diesel. Diesel is a dog that comes from the Boot Hill, Missouri, and he was rescued from a rescue that had his former place had chained him up, starved him. They even tried to sell him to a research lab. And then he was also heartworm positive. So Diesel was even rejected by a research lab. Then he went into rescue, and now the rescue's closing. A lot of rescues are closing these days. So we pulled Diesel out of there so that he would be safe. He's 3 years old. He loves dogs and cats. He loves everybody. He loves kids, and he's just all around good. He gets along with every dog he meets. So
very energetic.
Very energetic, and that's Diesel.
And I am talking about Lillian. She's a three-legged pit, 3 years old. She lost her leg when she was a puppy, but that does not slow her down one bit. I promise you that. She's dog friendly for adults and children. Unfortunately, she's not real happy with cats.
No cats. No cats.
No cats.
The chase is on if there's a cat involved.
She's sweet as sugar, and she's really a good girl and needs a good home. So please give her a consideration.
And I'm going to talk about Tudor. Tudor is such a special guy. He's 8 years old. He came to us from the Indianapolis Animal Control Services, and he was heartworm positive. He had a huge mass growing on his ear. He came to the shelter there as a confiscate because he was neglected and abused. He had some broken teeth, so little by little we've been fixing him up. He's gone through his heartworm treatment, and he was just cleared enough to have his ear mass removed. And for the first time in almost a year, Tudor's able to run in the yard and play. So Tudor's a 8-year-old boxer mix, and he is not cat friendly. He's dog selective. So Tudor would probably be best in a home with as the only dog, and he deserves all the attention.
You hold this for a second. Okay. All right. And it's Stewie's birthday today. Yay. 9 years old. How about that? Oh, he knows the cake.
And
where should I hold the cake up to?
Oh, yeah. Let's
Oh, that's a nice cake, Patty. We love that little
I don't want it to fall out. There we go. Can you see it? Okay. All right. I'm gonna take it out, and we'll give him a little slice.
Happy birthday to
you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Stewie.
Happy birthday to you.
And many more.
And many more.
Yes,
Yay. Oh, I'm sorry.
I can't get it out. Here we go.
Now, we're going to look at some pictures of you and Stewie.
Oh, this is when he was young.
Oh, Stewie, you got something good there.
Oh, you don't want it?
Are you the most vocal? Oh, yes.
Oh, Stewie, enjoying a birthday treat live on the show.
See him have K9s. Oh, yes. And he's too nervous to eat the cake. You want to see if some of the puppies want some of the cake? Oh, they'll probably want it.
Hauser says, bring it.
Oh my gosh!
Well, we got a nice little birthday treat. Oh, Stewie, how did you miss out? Oh.
Now you know that we're talking about 9 years old. That is that's the only downside to this breed, is
a shorter lifespan.
Yeah, the Swiss have a saying is 1 to 3 young dog, 3 to 6 good dog, 6 to 9 old dog. After 9, gift from God.
Yeah.
Amen. Well, you've been taking great care of Stewie.
He's a good boy.
He's a very good boy.
He's like Mom. He's nice and old. We just sit on the sofa together. Okay, thank you. Well, I was going to eat it. Wait a minute.
We're building a place where homeless animals find forever homes. A place where people connect with animals in a beautiful park. A place that brings people and pets together, building lifelong bonds. That place is the Grateful Rescue and Sanctuary, a proud partner with Best Friends Animal Society.
And we thank you for joining us. Harry had a good time watching all the stories. And Reese, oh, kisses, kisses. Thank you. She's such a great pit bull.
Oh, thank you. You're a good girl. And you're a good boy, Harry.
Uh-oh, kisses everywhere. We'll see you next time on the Grateful Rescue TV show.